Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We have Sadhak Seva announcement text. Sadhak Seva means practical seva opportunities to help each other in different situations like job search, business referral, house search, finding loans officers, doctor's help, legal help, health-related help, matrimonial-related, and many other types of help. Sadhak Seva means not only help others for motivating them for japa, but also help in other practical ways. Everyone who is a member of Japa Conference must also help everyone else in a more practical sense. Presently, please share your name and number to our EverydayChant Harinam Japa WhatsApp group or email to everydaychant@gmail.com. Thanks. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namah Sarvebhya Shishvagatam Bhaktaganam Kripya Tonamevam Vasanagrinam Vadatu.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, मम नाम हलद दास, हम श्रीमद नगरी वसामी। प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय. My humble obeisance to all the devotees join on the phone calls. Hare Krishna माता जी.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. धन्यवाद प्रभु जी. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is Vinod Maheshwari from Maryland.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. धन्यवाद प्रभु जी. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा. सुमति माता जी, हर्षिता माता जी, अनालदास and समस्त भक्तगण. मम नाम श्यामरसिका देवदासी, अहम जर्मन टाउन नगरे वसामि. प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. धन्यवाद माता जी. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Would anybody else like to
Hare
announce
Krishna
that?
Mataji, Madana Pranam to you. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida.
Hare Krishna माता जी. Guru Maharaj की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय. धन्यवाद माता जी. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Would anybody else like to announce their names? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading Bhagavad Gita, a detailed introduction by His Grace Haladar Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please take over the call now. Hare Krishna.
धन्यवाद माता जी. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisance to all the devotees on call. As previously we were studying, but before we go further on, we like to do a bhumika, so we'll do Mangalacharan for that. So, Sumati Mataji, Archita Mataji, would you like to do the Mangalacharan, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunam Tanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Dhanyavad Mataji. Very nice. Beautiful. So, previously, we tried to study, the setting of the scenes. Then we studied the preface. Then we gone through the 25 pages of introductions, which is very, very important, for the. It's not only one time we read, maybe several times when we get chance to read the preface, introductions, or even preface. That helps so much, And gradual reading, it's really, really helpful. I always like to study and read and learn more and more and more about it. So uh, now, since we've gone through the introductions and we come to the now chapter one, and chapter one, many people think, what is this chapter one? But I think it's a very, very important, the foundations of it. It shows the difficult times, the critical times, the decision times, and how you act about it. That's instructions Lord has given to Arjun Maharaj. Like with all this, also Bhagavad Gita is written, most of the scriptures are in a Sanskrit, which is the most perfect language, mother of all the languages, as our scripture says and our scholar says. So recitation is important too, very important. And most of you enjoy with the recitation in Sanskrit. We are afraid mostly. I didn't know much about Sanskrit myself either, but I learned by the recitations and little by little here and there, asking everybody. And that is the most fun I've seen myself, the recitation of the verses. And that's, we really enjoy doing this. Uh, so Bhagavad Gita has like 700 verses, which we studied, discussed before. And the composition is the most beautiful compositions. Very perfectly has been the rhythm. So actually, our scriptures have already 23 different kind of chandas, which I don't know. I know a couple of them, or maybe three. And that's the way we're supposed to sing these verses, and enjoy it so much. And the vibrations come out of it. It's an amazing, scientifically amazing, and the tongue movement, which the Bhagavad Gita has been composed such beautiful way. It's spoken by the Lord. So the perfection is there. So Bhagavad Gita has like 700 verses, and 645 verses in Bhagavad Gita are like Anustup Chand. The Anustup Chand we'll try to recite when we start chapter 1, text 1. And then Upjati Chand. So Anustup Chand has a 32 Sanskrit letters, not English. Sanskrit letters. And one will count, 1.5 count as a one. The half will not be counted. So that way, when you recite the first 8 verses, 8 words, and you pause, then you come to another 8, and another 8, and another 8. So makes 32. If you don't follow the rules, you will not be able to sing the recite the verses. And Upjati is a 44 letters, and each time you recite 22 letters at a time, and then you pause. So it's a beautiful way. Yeah, I really enjoy doing recitation so much, and I feel like the vibrations coming out and through my body. So in the Bhagavad Gita, like we learned previously, the 5 main subjects Lord has discussed, like a soul, then you say Ishwar or Bhagwan, then Prakriti or nature, Kal means time, and a karma, actions, So these 5 subjects has been discussed very precisely. Lord has prescribed so beautifully, and it is amazing, amazing book. I think the most. I'm not aware of much scripture, Srila. I just study only Bhagavad Gita, and I enjoy so much about it. So everyone should try. Especially we got it as in our inherited scriptures and the greatest scriptures, and now through the ISKCON, through the Prabhupada and the people, his followers are going all over the world and distributing Bhagavad Gita, the highest soul books, And that's what I encourage to do it for a long time. And it's like a blessing to human beings, So we'll try to start the chapter 1, and everybody try to recite it, and I'll help you with my capacity, whatever I know about it. Don't afraid of it. Those who don't know or beginners of it, it's not hard at all. If I could learn, I believe anybody could learn on this earth. So we will go to chapter 1. She said, observing the armies on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra. The whole chapter, it has the 46 verses, and descriptions of both the armies, and then Arjun Maharaj and Krishna Bhagwan comes in the picture from text number 14. And how Arjun Maharaj gets nervous about seeing their relatives, friends, and families on opposite parties. Our lives, we know that we're not going to be going to the Kurukshetra, The war like that's not going to happen in our lifetime. But actually, in a real life, we're living, that is it's even more than Kurukshetra. Many decisions we have to take, many steps we have to take. In this material world, we came according to our desire. We got different kind of bodies, with different kind of shraddha, thoughts, and living styles. So from all these, we still have to keep our devotion service in the center and live the rest of the life as the Lord has given, Prakriti has given to us, So let's try chapter 1, text number 1. Like observing the armies on the battlefield of the Kurukshetras. I usually use I for my own realization. I mean, my own interest. My own respect for the characters. I don't call it the trust, or I just use it the trust Maharaj. It's up to you. What do you want to say, the trust or the trust Maharaj? I'm not insisting anybody do as I do. But I usually say the trust Maharaj. It make me more connections with the Bhagavad Gita, and more respect for the four characters as because of those four characters, we came to know the Bhagavad Gita in present time. Previously, Lord has spoken with the Suradev Maharaj, and other characters there. But presently, we are very thankful to these four characters, like Bhagwan himself, Dhutras Maharaj, and Sanjay Maharaj, and Arjun Maharaj. So, is anybody there wants to start the slokas? Try it. Vinod Prabhu, Rupini Mataji, Shyama Rasika Mataji. I know Sumati and Sumati Mataji and Harsita Mataji is pretty good at recitation. Very beautifully they do it. But anybody want to start it, we'll recite, then we'll read the translation and purports gradually, slowly, and we'll discuss a little bit more about it.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. This is Valli. Namaste.
Hare Krishna, Vali Mataji. Hare Krishna. Would you want to introduce yourself, how you recite the Bhagavad Gita slokas to other devotees, please?
Sure, Prabhuji. Actually, I learned this reciting back in 2000 when I was in Michigan. There used to be a teacher. We used to go to the classes, and I learned from her actually the recitation and the meaning also properly. Actually, I joined the class in the middle. I didn't know the introduction and anything. Later, I found a book of Prabhupada from a temple. Then I started doing it on my own. But there are many other classes that helped me. But I joined ISKCON only in 2013, I think. Until then, I took 13 years for me after getting the book of Prabhupada to reach ISKCON also. Until then, I don't know what is ISKCON and the book distribution or many of that. But I used to read Bhagavad Gita from those books only. But I have introduction, basic knowledge from my family back in India and my grandparents, grandma, great grandma, usually they used to read Bhagavad Gita. So I know what it is, but I started reading only in 2000. And my teacher's name is Sukanya. She used to live in Troy, Michigan. So I can try reading from the first chapter. Do you need to do the introduction or something? Atah Pradhamodhyayah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you read the first Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so Upanishad, so that's what they do before starting?
Oh, no, I don't know that part.
Oh, okay. So the beginning, it is the introduction also. It is different, a little bit different. अतः प्रथमोऽध्यायः अर्जुनविषादयोगः धृतराष्ट्रोवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय.
Very nice, Prataji. So, like you are breaking, pausing every 8 letters of it, like Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre.
Mm-hmm.
That's requirement for the Anustup Chand. We
Yeah.
have, like I previously say, like Sanskrit language and our scriptures, there are 23 different kind of chand.
Mm-hmm.
Compositions has been so varieties. I know only few of them, only by I learned
Yeah.
by listening and trying. It's but this, if you don't sing it the way it's composed, you won't be able to sing the slokas. And I think recitation, like you're doing it, it's so important. It's all the charms hidden in it. That's what I believe. And many people are afraid of it. No, it's we have to try it. Otherwise, we will never learn it. And don't be shy. If you don't. Uh, I mean, I try to help people within my knowledge. Uh, every day we try it, and many people learn it so easily. It's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful way it's composed. The most beautiful things, I think, once people try it. So let's other person wants to try it. Vinod Prabhu, you wanna try it? Are you there, Prabhu? Okay. Rupini Mataji, you wanna try it?
Yeah, Prabhuji, but again, I'll see. Hare Krishna. Dhitrashtra Vacha Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mama Ka Pandavas Chaiva Kim Akruvata Sanjaya. Thank you, Prabhuji.
No, slowly you go, Mataji. You're doing fine. You're a good English reader person. I mean, Prabhupada has decomposed some of the words. It's not it's for the English speaking people from Western world. Prabhupada is the biggest favor for them. Like a Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Mamakaha Pandavashaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. That's a Sanskrit way. But then Prabhupada has made for the English speaking people, he decomposed the words, decompounded, Kim Akurvata Sanjaya, Mamakaha Pandavashaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. Try again, Mataji. Don't afraid. Don't be shy. I know you're a brave lady. You always talk
I
what
don't
you
know,
know.
Prabhuji. Like ever since we studied Sanskrit in India, this was always my weak point, and I was always running away from Sanskrit. But now I realize that I should not have done that, and like I prefer Hindi to Sanskrit always. But okay, I'll try. Dhritarashtra Vacha Dharma Kshetre Kuru Kshetre Samveta Yuyutsavaha Mama Kaha Pandavas Cheva Kim Akruvata Sanjaya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Did we lose Prabhuji? I don't see Prabhuji on the call. Mataji, I think we need to inform Prabhuji. Maybe he might not know that he's,
Okay, I will call Prabhuji.
dropped out. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I got disconnected, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can't hear. Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji joining. The last meeting was disconnected, so he's joining. Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah.
You join it now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. So, anybody wants to try the verse number 1? Those who never tried before? Oh.
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय.
Good, very nice. Okay. Anybody else? Sorry, I was disconnected, so. Let's read the translation of it, please. Sumati Mataji, Harshita Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, should I read the shloka?
Yes, please. And then try to translation and then we'd read the purport.
Yes, Prabhuji. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सव मामका पाण्डवश्चैव किमकुर्वत Sanjay. Translation by Sri Prabhupada. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Purport by Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Bhagavad Gita is the widely read theistic science summarized in the Gita Mahatmya, glorification of the Gita. There it says that one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations. An example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way that teaching is understood by Arjuna, who heard the Gita directly from the Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand the Bhagavad Gita in that line of disciplic succession without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all studies of Vedic wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One will find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is contained in other scriptures, but the reader will also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. That is the specific standard of the Gita. It is the perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Someone else can continue. Hare Krishna.
Okay, anybody else, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. The second topic, right? The topics discussed. Should I read?
Yeah. Go ahead, read, please, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. The topics discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya as described in the Mahabharata from the basic principle for this great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy involved on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage from the immortal time of the Vedic age. It was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind. Can I read that? Continue? One more paragraph I will finish. The word Dharmakshetra, a place where religious rituals are performed, is significant because on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present on the side of Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, the father of the Kurus, was highly doubtful about the possibility of his son's ultimate victory. In his doubt, he inquired from his secretary Sanjaya, what did they do? He was confident that both his sons and the sons of his younger brother Pandu were assembled in that field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the war. Still, his inquiry is significant. He did not want a compromise between the cousins and brothers, and he wanted to be sure of the fate of his sons on the battlefield. Because the battlefield was arranged to be fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as a place of worship, even for the denizens of the heaven. Dharmakshetra became very fearful about Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of the battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjuna and the sons of Pandu favorably because by nature they were all virtuous. Sanjay was a student of Vyasa, and therefore, by the mercy of Vyasadeva, Sanjay was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in the room of Dhritarashtra. And so, Dhritarashtra asked him about the situation on the battlefield. Hare Krishna.
Anybody else?
You want me to finish this, Prabhuji? I can continue.
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Both the Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra belong to the same family, but Dhritarashtra's mind is disclosed herein. He deliberately claimed only his sons as gurus, and he separated the sons of Pandus from the family heritage. One can thus understand the specific position of Dhritarashtra in his relationship with his nephews and the sons of Pandu. As in the paddy field, the necessary plants are taken out. So it is expected from the very beginning of these topics that in the religious field of Kurukshetra, where the father of religion, Sri Krishna, was present, the unwanted plants like Dhritarashtra's son, Duryodhan, and other would be wiped out, and the thoroughly religious persons headed by Yudhishthira would be established by the Lord. This is the significance of the words Dharmakshetre and Kurukshetre, apart from their Vedic importance. Hare Krishna.
So the very beginning, like the mole what Dhritarashtra Maharaj has for his own son, which is in material world we all go through, we all my, and nothing belongs to us actually, right? We are just temporary on this earth, and that's Krishna Bhagwan has been saying all of us. That he says in that his intentions, yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham. Whenever there is a decline of religious practice, O descendants of the Bharat, and the predominance rise the religion, at that time I dissense myself. So Lord has come. He is actually mentioned in 11.32 that he has his plan is here to do this war, and miscreants has to be wiped out. That's totally planning of the Krishna Bhagwan for the Kurukshetra, Mahabharata Yudh, So, but here the intention of the Dhritarashtra Maharaj wants to know what they do, what did they do. So he is like partiality, being a king and being an uncle of the Pandavas. He didn't care about. He just wanted to know about his own family, his own sons, 100 sons, So we go to, we'll try the text number 2. I'll try it, and somebody want to try again. So again, this is also a Anustup Chand. Like we have, I said, there are 645 Anustup Chand in Bhagavad Gita, and 55 are Upjati Chand, which is 44 Sanskrit letters, So says that Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharya Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit, or Raja Vachanam Abravit. So I'll sing it first time in Sanskrit, then go English. See, Sanjay Maharaj Uvacha Dristva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Raja Vachanam Abravit. In English way, you go like Dristva tu Panda Dristva. Here Prabhupada writes a Dristva. In Sanskrit, we pronounce like Drastva, Prabhupada, we go like the Prabhupada say in English. Dristva tu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Try it, please. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to try?
Sanjay Maharaj Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada Acharyamupsangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Hare Krishna, Manedar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can try. Sanjaya Uvacha दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तथा आचार्यमुपसङ्गम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत्. Hare Krishna.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Try it, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sanjay Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastata Acharyam Pasanjaya Raja Vachanam Bravit.
Acharyam upasangamya. Acharyam upasangamya.
Acharyam
Sangamya. Sangamya.
Sangamya.
Sangamya.
Acharyam Upasangamya.
Raja Vachanam Abravit. English way. Sanskrit will be Raja Vachana Mabravit. Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Raja Vachanam Mabravit.
Yeah, you can Raja Vachan, then stop. Little pause.
Abravit.
Ma is a magic word that if you cross it, then you cannot pause it, So, Raja Vachana Mabravit. Raja Vachana.
Raja Vachanam
Vachanam.
Mabravit. Raja Vachana Mabravit.
Or if you go Raja Vachanam, then you have to put Abravit.
Raja Vachana Abravit.
Vachanam Abravit. And then Ma becomes smaller. You take 8 out of it. So it becomes Raja Vachanam Abravit. Or Raja Vachanam Mabravit.
Raja Vachana Mabravit.
Mm.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Anybody else? See, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Enjoy these most beautiful scriptures in the world, most beautiful verses in the world. Such a way your tongue twisting has been, such a way it's been pronounced. Easily you can recite the Bhagavad Gita verse. Where, like Prabhupada mentioned, that it's easy compositions, most beautiful, simple compositions Lord has done it. Few verses you may see, but most of them it's not hard as other scriptures we have it, which is very difficult to pronounce. But Bhagavad Gita is a very easy one, So anybody else wants to try?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, try.
Sanjay Uvacha Drishtva tu Panduvanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Good. Very nice. Is Vinod Prabhu there? Rupini Mataji there? Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm there, but I have such a little itchy throat.
Try.
So I'll try. Sanjaya Uvacha Drisva tu Pandavanikam Vayudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Brave lady, yeah, you're brave. Good try, Mataji. I'm proud of you. See, it's simple. Take a 1/4. It's called a 1 charan. In Sanskrit, it's called a charan. There is a 4 charan in this verse. Okay, like we pause it the first, like Dristva tu Pandavanikam. Say after me. Dristva tu Pandavanikam. Follow me, Mataji.
Dristavatu Pandavanikam.
Vyudam Duryodhanastada.
Vyudam Duryodhanastada.
Now we go whole line again. Dristvatu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada.
Drisva tu Pandava Nikam Yuvo
Vyudam.
Yudam Yudam Duryodhanas Tada.
One more time we read. Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada. Say it.
Drisva tu Pandava Nikam Vyudham Duryodhanas Tada.
Oh my God, beautiful. Let's recite the first line. You follow me, Mataji, okay? Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada. Say it.
Drisva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodanas Tada.
Try yourself. First line again.
Drisva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodhanas Tada.
One more time.
Drisva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodhanas Tada. Sorry, Prabhu.
Oh, very good, Mataji. Second line we'll try.
Class with me, Prabhuji.
No problem. Acharyam upasangamya. Say it.
Acharyam Sangamya.
Acharyam upasangamya.
Acharya Upasangamya.
No, acharyam. Keep your finger under the letters, under the words, English word, your pointers.
Okay.
Acharyam upasangamya.
Acharyam Upasangamya.
Acharyam upasangamya.
Acharyam Upasangamya.
Raja vachanam abravit.
Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Raja vachanam abravit.
Raja Vachanam Abravit.
We'll read the whole line, Mataji. Acharyam upasangamya Raja vachanam abravit.
Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Again. Acharyam upasangamya Raja vachanam abravit.
Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Abravit. Easy. Abravit. We'll sing.
Others can announce and others can read also because
No, it's okay. Others be learning same time, listening, So let's sing the bottom line. Then we'll sing the whole verse, okay? Acharyam upasangamya Raja vachanam abravit.
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 Abravit. Simple.
Abravit. Yes.
Acharyam upasangamya Raja vachanam abravit.
Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
We'll sing the first line too, okay? Drishtva tu pandavanikam Vyudam duryodhanastada.
Dritva tu Pandava Vanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada.
Acharyam upasangamya Raja vachanam abravit.
Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Oh my God, beautiful, very nice.
Yeah.
You can learn it.
It's all under your guidance. Otherwise, all these syllables, everything is so messed up with me.
No, it's not. It's a very, very beautiful way composed, Mataji. We are afraid to try it. That's the problem.
Yes.
We're afraid to try it. It's try again one more time yourself. Don't afraid. I know you're a brave lady. You always try, not afraid. So try one more time, Mataji.
धृत्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं वायुधं
Vyudam.
व्यूधं व्यूधं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यम् उपसंगम्य राजा वचनम् अब्रवीत्.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You made my day. Really. Just a one person, one verse a
After
day.
20 recitations, Prabhuji.
Yeah, it makes me happy. I'll work all day long with you if you try and join my class. I just, I learn, I love to help the Krishna devotees, Mataji, really.
Actually, Prabhuji, I wish I had, Krishna had put in my mind that I had interest in Sanskrit because, we used to have I still remember we used to have these recitations in school and how we used to like wait for the class to get over. So, we were never serious. And now we actually need this because I'll be very frank that when I always when I'm doing my reading, I miss the Sanskrit, English, word to word, everything I miss out. I go straight to translation and purports. I
Yeah.
do that. I mean, my reading is only translation purport every day. So, not giving practice to myself, but I still at least let me read the purports Prabhupada is written.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
You want to read translation and purport, Mataji?
Uh,
I think,
Read
is
it.
it Savita Mataji?
No, this is Rupini.
Rupini Mataji. My also birth name is. It's so nice to hear Vali Mataji after a long time.
Yeah. That's what I am listening. Yeah, you change your name, so I can't recognize, but I recognize your voice, Mataji.
Yeah, this is
Hare Krishna.
nice to hear.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, when I heard you after such a
Mm-hmm.
long time. So I should
Yeah.
come back. I don't know because I also don't come very often to the call, but so nice to hear you.
Yeah, now you're Rupini Mataji, maybe.
Yeah, Rupini Padma Devidasi, but yeah, I go.
Mhm.
So I'll as Prabhuji told me, I'll quickly read the translation.
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Nice to hear you.
Nice to hear, Mataji. Uh, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the son of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. Purport. Dhritarashtra was blind from birth. Unfortunately, he was also bereft of spiritual vision. He knew very well that his sons were equally blind in the matter of religion, and he was sure that they could never reach an understanding with the Pandavas, who were all pious since birth. Still, he was doubtful about the influence of the place of pilgrimage, and Sanjaya could understand his motive in asking about the situation on the battlefield. Sanjaya wanted, therefore, to encourage the despondent king and thus assured him that his son were not going to make any sort of compromise under the influence of the holy place. Sanjaya therefore informed the king that his son Duryodhana, after seeing the military force of the Pandavas, at once went to the commander in chief Dronacharya to inform him of the real position. Although Duryodhana is mentioned as the king, he still had to go to the commander on account of the seriousness of the situation. He was therefore quite fit to be a politician. But Duryodhana's diplomatic veneer could not disguise the fear he felt when he saw the military arrangement of the Pandavas.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thanks.
is the beautiful politician intelligence of the Duryodhana is mentioned here, you know. This observation of the oppositions, you know, and the phalanx of the oppositions. So in a real life, we have to see this, you know, especially it is very practical. When I give these books to Bhagavad Gita to a group of doctors, which is my friend's sons work in New York hospitals, and he told me, Uncle, I need a 5, 6 Bhagavad Gita. I want to give it to all my doctor friends, you know, Mount Sinai Hospital. And they were uh, psychologists, you know, and they said such a beautiful way this book has been arranged and descriptions has been said such a way that you look at the oppositions, you know, before you get into this, before you start in it, before even in the business world, the competition is there, and you don't count as smaller, you know. You just study about it, think about it before you go your venture. Otherwise, failure is awaiting for you, you know. So this way, Duryodhan is counted as one of the finest politicians, you know. Here, that's according to the situation he goes to, he's like counted as a king. But he says the seriousness of the situations, he goes to the Dronacharya Maharaj, you know, and then he discusses about it. But as we go further, you will say his mistake, biggest mistake is which we will see that as we read the more verses, we won't go further more. I think go one more and then we'll stop it. But this is practically the first chapter can be applied in our today's life. All the businesses, all the life situations, all the conditions, we're struggling. I mean, growth is the toughest school. Growth has to manage, organize everything, plan everything, support everybody. Growth is the biggest sources for the government, you know, money, they paying taxes. Growth supports all the temples and churches and masjid, whatever you can, synagogues, you know, and everything. Growth is money goes from the growth. So his battle, his arrangements, his lifestyle is a very systematic. And within the army force, they count what within the income, you know. So that's one of the best school I count in a life as a growth. That's reason our fourth division goes like brahmacharya, growth, then vanprastha and sannyas. So that's growth life. We learn so much of it. So here the Duryodhan does not thinks that the Dronacharya will come to him. No, he goes there. According to the situations, he is very alert to win the war, you know, how to organize the war and how to win it. So that's a beautiful things we learned from this verse. We go one more. Who wants to try? I'll help him out. Don't afraid, please. Try the text number 3. I tell you, be honestly, I had a Russian students, and they learned this with all their efforts, learned this whole Sanskrit Bhagavad Gita beautifully. Then I had 2 students from Mexico, and they learned it really, really. One of them is so smart. He memorized 140 verses of the Bhagavad Gita by the heart, you know, and now he's teaching in Mexico. Another Mohini Mataji, she's from Mexico, but she dropped out from chapter 9. Last week I talked to her and she says she wants to start again. But if they can learn it, why can't we? We should learn the recitations. It's a very amazing, Beautiful, beautiful way. If you really want to enjoy Bhagavad Gita, you have to learn the recitations, how to, and that's the most fun of it. So let's try text number 3, then we'll stop it. Anybody come forward? I know Sumati Mataji and Harsita Mataji are very expert on recitations, but anybody else come? Okay. It's like the wording like this, text number 3. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupadaputrena Tavasishyena Dhimata. Then you remember the rules. 4 charans, you pause every charan. See, like, Pasyitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupadaputrena Tavasishyena Dhimata. Try it, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pashyetam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mata. Beautiful. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna. Samati is reading. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamu Gudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata.
Beautiful, Mataji. Where did you learn it from childhood? You went to the any school there? Or in your school, do they teach it?
No, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, from childhood only. One Mataji, she would hold classes where she would teach shlokas. So, and Prabhuji, we listen from you only. So we learn from you, Prabhuji.
Oh my God, you're so intelligent. So precisely you recite. Beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna. I can try Prabhuji again. Pasyetam Panduputrana Acharya Mahatim Chamom Vyodham Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata.
Oh my God. You classical singer, Mataji. I know, very beautiful. Mataji. Anybody else?
But what you are offering to the students, Prabhuji, that is so, so wonderful. Not only the Indians and the outside countries, and trying to make them learn so easily and make them understand the meaning also. So why they have to learn and why it is so important to learn also. So I'm so admire your actually all you text me and you ask me to join the class and you teach the people who are Krishna will be so happy with you. That's all I can say. Hare Krishna. Maybe you are another Prabhupada and that has come to spread this movement with everyone else. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. No, it is we can go to moon. India can produce the finest computer. India can produce the finest emanations. India can produce the many million things. Why can't we learn the Sanskrit? It's so easy.
Prabhuji. Yeah, it's so easy for the people. It will come, but I'm listening like how the Americans and other peoples are also learning right from other states. That is so wonderful. Yeah, for us, we are lucky to be Indian and we are having the knowledge from the childhood and we know the way it will happen. So for us, maybe it is a little easier than the other people. As you said, if they are learning, why can't we do that?
Yeah, that's, I mean, biggest surprise I had it when I went to Vrindavan in 2015. So the ashram I was staying was a 42 rooms, and 38 rooms where all the Russians, group of Russians came. And
Yeah.
I asked the ashram group, I said, may I recite the Bhagavad Gita early morning? Because I was, every day I do 100 verses. So they say, oh, sure. So I go outside the ashram in open place, and I recite the 100 verses. So gradually, Russian people knew it, and they start coming out. And you'll be surprised that gradually all the rooms people get up early, get ready, and ready to listen this Bhagavad Gita. And they had so much interest that how I recite. I say
Yes.
it's easy, it's
The
not
verses
hard.
are like that, Prabhuji, not our voice or something. It is when we read the verse with meaning and understanding, it will come so easily.
Yeah. And when I in my childhood, when I was learning in our school, and the temple, the school belongs to the temple, and
Yeah.
our Guru Maharaj was telling us, just like even if you don't understand the slok, the verse, the meaning of it, it's like you put the seeds in the ground. You don't know what kind of plant will come out. You don't know the seeds, what kind of seeds come out. But he says, as you keep planting those seeds in the ground and you give water and fertilizers, the plant will come out. So he says, you pray to the Lord that all this wording, please, Lord, impart in my heart. And I know the meaning you will you give me the meaning of it, as the time comes. So your patience, your Shraddha will work there.
Yeah.
So that's, even if we don't know the meaning exactly, just try it. That's the Shraddha works there. Our Shraddha has the biggest part of it. That's what in the childhood our Guru Maharaj used to teach us, like seva and samarpan. You offer yourself, you do seva, and then automatic samarpan. You surrender will come automatic. Because you start with the determinations, but determination gradually converts into a surrendering power. So this Bhagavad Gita, they used to teach us very simple, easy way, but he gave us so much confidence that not afraid of it. We make a mistake, many mistake, millions of mistake in our daily lives. But trying is the and corrections, like this Mexican student. That Prabhu is teaching in I talked to him last week. He's teaching in Mexico now. He built
Yeah.
up the confidence. He says, I made so many mistakes, but I keep trying improving myself, trying improving myself. Uh, like I don't have a much uh, art to speak, or make a subject very interesting, but I keep trying learning from all of you. So uh, that's what my interest remains is that where I learn it, the recitation of Bhagavad Gita verses, it is so charming, so beautiful, really, really. All these 700 formulas Lord has given us, it is more important than Einstein law E is equal to mc square. Is it more important than, and this knowledge will never go away from any person, who learns it. I
I see
went,
you reading the Gita on the Gita Day, Prabhuji, sitting there reading all the verses so fluently. Your dedication, actually, I feel that you are made for this thing. Otherwise, it is so hard for anyone at this age, mainly continuing everything like the same way.
but
Very.
last year we had a gathering here in Schaumburg. There was about 8,000 people. Out of 8,000, 2,200 people were reciting Bhagavad Gita by heart. They were from South India. And
Yeah, yeah.
youngest one was a 5 years old.
Yeah,
5 years
Prabhuji, I
old
see that
girl.
movement where they take. I went to that event also. Mainly, they all come from Texas, and the teachers are spread everywhere now. Their teachers, it is a free class, and also they train in 1 year. That is a 8-month course actually. The memorizers and everything.
Yeah.
Ganapati Sachidananda Ashrama, that is called.
Ah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
Prabhu.
they do in one house every month. It is a monthly event now. They move from place to place.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. They have one day every month to do all the Gita, and they take only 15 minutes break in between. And 5-year-old, they start, and they have families raising learning Gitas like that. Okay.
So let's finish this verse. Anybody wants to read the translation and purport, please? Okay. I'll finish. O my teacher, behold the great armies of sons of Pandus, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciples, the son of Drupada. Purport. Dronacharya, the great diplomat, wanted to point out the defects of the Dronacharya, the great Brahmana commander in chief. Dronacharya had some political quarrel with the King Drupada, the father of Draupadi, who was the Arjun's wife. As a result of this quarrel, Drupad performed the great sacrifice by which he received the benedictions of having a son who would be able to kill Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet, as a liberal Brahmin, he did not hesitate to impart all his military secrets when the son of the Drupad. Dristamanu was entrusted to him for the military education. Now, on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra, Drishtadyumna took the side of Pandavas, and it was who arranged for their military phalanx. After having learned the art from the Dronacharya, uh, uh, Duryodhana pointed out this mistake of Dronacharya's so that he might be alert and up uncompromising in the fights. By this, he wanted to point out also that he should not be similarly lenient in a battle against the Pandavas, who were also the Dronacharya's affectionate student Arjuna. Especially, was his the most affectionate and brilliant student. Dronacharya also warned that such a leniency in the fight would lead to a defeat. I mean, Duryodhana also, sorry. Duryodhana warned that such a leniency in the fight would lead to defeat. Well, we tried, everybody tried to participate. Thank you very much. Uh, please learn the recitation of the Bhagavad Gita. You will enjoy the most in your life. I tell you truth, is that more beautiful singing patterns in the Bhagavad Gita than any other songs you find it. Really, it's you will be surprised. It's not hard to learn. Very, if I could be in your service, I love to serve all the Krishna devotees. Or if it's not Krishna devotees, I'll try to make him Krishna devotee and help him out. So try it. Mataji is there. Uh, Shama Rasika Mataji is there.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here.
So we'll stop here, Mataji, okay?
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. for this wonderful explanation and guidance for the reading Bhagavad Gita shlokas very nicely. So yes, we are so fortunate to have you on our call.
I'm learning every day, Mataji, from your. I enjoy this Sunday. I don't have that much intelligence, to explain all the subjects, but I learned so much from all your speakers. Really good, great speakers you bring, and you organize this so systematic for many, many years. I know your dedication on these things.
Yes, and Upini Padma Mataji also organizing with me. So, and
Oh yeah.
yes, Prabhu. So all of her teamwork, Prabhuji, and every day everybody joining. So, and Sunday are so special for us for Sanskrit recitation. So thank you so much. So if anybody has any question or comment, if anybody want to learn more Sanskrit reading or Sanskrit, please contact to Haladhar Prabhu. He gives Sanskrit classes to everyone. So I think nobody has any question or comment. We can end up the call here.
Yeah.
Ganpaturayasya Krupa Sindhu
Patitanam Pavane.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय नमाचार्य श्री
कोटि वैष्णव जय
प्रभुपाद की जय भगवत गीता की जय His Grace Haladhar Prabhu ki jai. Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Hare.
Valli Mataji, thank you for joining every Sunday. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji, for
Krishna.
being very patient as a teacher. Thank you so much. And also, Valli, please join us on other days also for Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.